Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, hello, my name is Nicole. I have a almost 6-month-old little girl. Her name is Oakland. She turns 6 months next Saturday, which is crazy. But I just wanted to share with you some of the baby items that I bought and either didn't really use or didn't like. I did a video a few months ago about the products that I love and use on a daily basis, so I thought that I would do the opposite and show you products that I got and just either didn't use or didn't like. So if you want to see what I didn't really use, then just keep watching. So I don't have that many things, which is a good thing. I have a few things I'll have to just insert a picture because it's already packed away because we don't use it. So the first thing is bottles. We started out using the Advent bottles just because they're just little and compact, and obviously at first she was only drinking like 2 ounces every few hours, and she would be super fussy and really gassy, and I figured that maybe it was the bottle, so we changed to the Dr. Browns bottles, and those are amazing. That's what we still continue to use, and so we just really didn't, I liked them just because of, you know, that they were small, but she didn't like them because they made her gassy, and I think she just got too much air when she was drinking the milk through here. So these we just only use for a short time. Okay, and then for Binkies, everybody buys the Wubba Nubs. I think that they're so cute. I bought the little puppy dog one because we have a little dog that is brown, so I just thought I'll buy the dog one, and she just did not like this. We started off, we did give her a Binky. She got one in the hospital because she was super fussy. And it was the Philips Advent Soother, or Soothie, I think they're called, just the newborn ones. And she took it, but she didn't really like it. It would fall out of her mouth all the time, and we'd have to like constantly be putting it back in, and she just didn't really seem to like it. So I ended up switching to the Bibs USA ones, and the nipples are a lot bigger, so it would stay in her mouth, and if she, you know, to get it out of her mouth, she had to actually like push it out. So I just really liked those for her because they didn't just fall out of her mouth, and she took to them really well, so that's what we continue to use. I actually just bought a few more off of Amazon. So these Binkies she did not like. I bought a bunch of different Binkies. I had some on my baby registry that people bought me, and I actually didn't even try them on her just because she wasn't a fan of these. Excuse me. She wasn't a fan of these, and she took to the Bibs ones really well, so we just continued to use those. So I was kind of sad that she didn't like this, but oh well. So we didn't use this at all. Okay, another thing, I bought so many hats for her. I got a bunch from my baby showers, and because she was born in October, it was starting to get cold, and I found that I bought the newborn ones, and they were still so big on her head, so I actually couldn't even put them on her until honestly about a month ago, and now like the weather's starting to warm up, I don't really need to wear hats on her, so we didn't really get any use out of hats. I put a lot of bows on her, and I would just put on like a coat with a hood and put that over her head. We didn't really go out at all just because it was cold and she was a newborn. And if we did, we just would go to like our parents' house, which she'd be in the car, and then we would just go right into the house. So she, you know, wasn't even out in the cold for very long. So I just really didn't even need to put a hat on her. And we did use the one from the hospital, just the generic little stretchy pink one, because that one did fit her head good. So we used that for a little while, but I have so many hats, and I really wanted to wear these little like turban top knot hats on her, but her head, to me, her head was big, but these were like so big on her head, and they are still kind of a little bit big, and these are newborn. So I don't know if it was just the brand, if their sizing is weird, I don't really know, but I wanted to wear these on her so bad, and I didn't get to, so kind of sad, but we just didn't use hats. Next is sleepers. Now this is one that she currently fits into, but the newborn sleepers, I have them all packed away because clearly she can't wear them anymore, but I had so many of them, and we didn't even need to really wear them on her because we would just put her in a long sleeve white onesie, and then we would put her in her swaddle to sleep, her halo swaddle. So she would never even get into a sleeper, and then in the morning I would just change her into an outfit. Now sometimes on like the weekends or something I would put her in a sleeper, but that was about it. So we didn't even, I mean, she didn't even get to wear them. So I would suggest not buying newborn sleepers, just because, I mean, in my opinion, they're not even in them, unless you're not going to put like actual clothes on the baby during the day and you want them to just be comfy in a sleeper, then go ahead. But we just really didn't use them. Another thing I bought so many of, because they're so cute and such fun patterns, were swaddle blankets. We did not use swaddle blankets at all. I pretty much just used it for a backdrop for pictures. Just because she just really didn't like to be swaddled. And at night, I would just have her in the halo swaddle that we got from the hospital. And then during the day, we would just pretty much be holding her, and she would be in warm clothes, or we would just wrap her blanket around her, and we would never even swaddle her. So I probably have like 30 of these, and they're so cute, but I just had no use for them. So I would suggest only getting just a couple, unless you are someone that's really gonna swaddle your baby a lot, but we just didn't, so they never got used. But one that we did use a few times and we did use at the hospital was the copper pearl one, just because it's very, very stretchy and so soft, and it's easy to swaddle them in. These like muslin ones kind of aren't, it's kind of hard to swaddle them just because they don't stretch. It's just, you know, like just like a basic sheet pretty much. So if you do get any, I do suggest the copper pearl one, just because they're easy, they're stretchy, they're soft, and they have really cute prints. So yeah, if you're gonna buy any, buy those. And I bought mine off of Amazon. Another item is this boppy. Now, thank goodness this was given to me by my sister's friend. So I didn't buy this, but everyone says to buy a boppy, and so I wanted to have one, of course. I bought everything that everyone said you needed to have, and I did not use this thing one time. I had it packed. I was going to take it to the hospital with me, and then I watched a video from a nurse's perspective from labor and delivery, and she said not to bring it because just using a pillow is just as effective if you're going to breastfeed. So I decided not to lug that in with me. And she was right. I just ended up using a pillow. So I never did use this. And we had a boppy lounger. It's basically the same thing, except the middle has fabric over it where you can lay the baby in to lounge. And so we used that. I never needed to use the boppy. So in my opinion, you don't need a boppy. Maybe the boppy lounger. We didn't even use that much. We use it more for like tummy time. So yeah, if you had to pick one, I would pick the lounger. The next item is the Hatch Baby sound machine. Everybody says to buy this thing. It has a bunch of different settings for different sounds and different light colors. It's easy to use. You just touch the top of it and it will turn the sound and the lights on. You can switch it. You can even time it using your phone. If you want, the light to come on like 6 a.m. to wake the baby up. We use it, actually, we just started using it. We were co-sleeping with her until 5 months, and we just transitioned her today would be 3 weeks actually. 3 weeks ago into the crib, so we did not use this. We just had it in her nursery. We tried to use it a couple times because the sound machine we were using ran out, or the batteries went dead, so we used this, and she just didn't sleep as well. The sounds are different than the one that we had, the portable one, so we just didn't think that she liked it, so we got no use out of it. And this thing is pricey. I think it's like around $65. I used a gift card to get it, so I didn't actually purchase it myself, thank goodness, because we really didn't use it. And in my opinion, you don't even need this. We are using it right now just because it is in her nursery, and she does not like pitch black at all. So we use it as a nightlight, And then we decided, well, if we're going to use it as a nightlight, we might as well just use it as a sound machine too. But honestly, for the first few nights, we were using the portable sound machine. It was under $20 from Walmart. We got it from our baby shower, and we love that thing. It's portable. It's really small. It's about this big. We take it with us in the car so that she can nap and have the sound machine. And then we honestly just had like a $1 little nightlight that you just plug into the wall. It was enough light for her and enough light for us to, you know, see her and check on her. So in my opinion, you don't even need this thing. It's just very expensive, and the portable one from Walmart is just as good in my opinion. So yeah, but we are using it now. I don't honestly think there's anything special about it. I really don't. I mean, there's a bunch of things you can do with it, but I just feel like we just need the sound and a little bit of the light. So use your own judgment, but it's pricey and I don't think that you need it. Okay, and the last thing, which I don't have a picture for you, I'll insert a picture, but I'm sure everyone knows what it looks like. We actually have a box up in our basement now, but it's the Halo bassinet. We had the swivel one, and thank goodness I got it secondhand because they are very pricey. They're like a couple $100s. I got mine from somebody. I ended up paying $100 for it, so I didn't think it was that bad. But everyone said, you know, this is the best thing you need for beside your bed when your baby comes home from the hospital, to get them, you know, to sleep, have them in their own space. We didn't use it at all. It pretty much just sat in our bedroom. Yeah, she just did not like it at all. She really, I don't think that she had reflux at all, but it just seemed like when she was laying on her back flat, she was super fussy, and just like having all this space, she just didn't like it. She liked being in the dog top where she was like snug up against it. So she just did not like the bassinet. Now sometimes, about a handful of times in the morning after she would have her first bottle, she would be so tired and we'd lay her right back down for a nap. If she was already asleep, I would lay her in the bassinet, and she would sleep for like, I don't know, anywhere from 20 minutes to half an hour. And then she'd wake up screaming because she realized where she was. But that was, like I said, a handful of times we did that. And then I did try, I had it on my side of the bed, but the thing is huge. It is humongous. It is so heavy. It's so hard to move. That's something I did not realize it was as big as it was. I mean, it's huge. If you're thinking about buying one, I suggest going into a store where you can actually see it, because I just was looking at like reviews online, and it's so much bigger in person, and the base of it is huge, and it literally took up, I don't have that much room on the side of my bed between where I am and the wall, and it took up the entire space. So if I wanted to get out of bed, I had to like inch my way down to the bottom of the bed to get out. It was just such a pain. But so we ended up setting it. We took out our dresser and we set it up against the wall by the foot of the bed, so I would just have to get up when she cried. But I think we only tried her to sleep in that a couple nights where it was, and it didn't work. So then we moved it up beside me, tried it for I think 2 nights, and she just fussed all night long. She just hated it. So it just sat in our room, and basically was storage. I'd put her toys and her blankets in it, and it was just storage. We didn't even end up using it. So honestly, if you want like a bassinet beside your bed, buy anything other than that. I mean, you don't need to spend a lot of money, because what if your baby doesn't even like it, you know? I was hopeful that she would like the bassinet, because I did not want her sleeping in the bed with us. I just didn't want to start that habit, but that's what ended up happening. But luckily we transitioned her into her crib and she did just fine. So yeah, in my opinion, you don't need an expensive bassinet, just anything that will work beside your bed and be a good height for you. Yeah, and I definitely would go in the store to look at bassinets, like I said, because that one is just massive, and I did not think it was that big. So that's just my opinion. I just didn't care for it. But yeah, hopefully you liked this video. I hope that you found it helpful. If you have any questions on any of the things that I talked about, then just leave me a comment down below, and I'd be happy to help you and answer any questions. yeah, so I guess that's it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe before you leave. I would love to have you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.